Good day, everyone, and I hope you are in good health despite the problems brought by the pandemic. And I want to personally congratulate the 2019 bar examination passers. And please do take care of yourselves because you still have to take your oath and you also have to sign the roll of attorneys. And you know very well that without complying the last two or these last two requirements, you cannot even consider yourself as an attorney in the Philippines. And as of today, the Supreme Court has not even issued any statement yet determining as to when the the date of the signing and also the um, taking of the oath, because especially these two um, activities are done on a separate date given the number of bar passers. And our topic for today is very important, especially for those would be lawyers who are new to the practice and for those who are bar takers in the 2021 bar examinations, because jurisdiction is usually asked in the bar examinations, and for those taking their law degree still during oral recitations, of course jurisdiction is always asked. Now, before continuing as to the specifics, we have to know first what is the definition of jurisdiction. Now, jurisdiction is the power and authority of a court to hear, try, and decide a case. Now, it is very important to take note these two words that I underlined: court and case. So there is a court and there is a case. A case could be adversarial or non-adversarial, or um, the one which is controverted, or there's an oppositor, or one which uh, does not have. Now, you have to take note of the types of courts. There could be the regular courts like the RTC, the MTC, and the Court of Appeals. And special courts are like the Sandigan Bayan, also the CTA or the Court of Tax Appeals, of which is of equal or equal in the hierarchy of courts, equal to the Court of Appeals. And also the quasi-judicial bodies, and that would include the HLURB, the NLRC. And there are types of cases: the criminal, civil, and specific cases. One example would I would share would be your cadastral and land registration cases. They are considered as specific cases. Now, there are types of jurisdiction. Basically, personal jurisdiction, that is jurisdiction over the person, and territorial jurisdiction. As you can recall, in our lesson 3, we talked about where to file violation of PP 22, and you knew already that it could be in the place of issuance, delivery, or even the place where the check was dishonored. Now, our topic on for today is basically focused on subject matter jurisdiction. And subject matter jurisdiction is it is the power to hear and determine the general class to which the proceedings in question belong. So you have to take note of this, because if in case the court has no jurisdiction over the subject matter of the case, then your case will be dismissed, because this jurisdiction over the subject matter of the case is conferred by law, and you have to remember that not even consent or acquiescence of any or all of the parties, or even by erroneous belief of the court that it has jurisdiction over the case, will even grant this the court or the quasi-judicial body jurisdiction over the subject matter of the case. And before anything else, before the case can be decided on the merits, the court must determine that it has jurisdiction over the subject matter of the case. Now, you have to know the following laws conferring jurisdiction. It is very important, the 1987 Constitution. It is written in Article 8, that the court has, or the Supreme Court has jurisdiction over cases specifically provided in our Constitution, and we will have a separate topic on that. And the Court of Tax Appeals, we have this RA 1125 and further amended also. And you have to take note that the Court of Tax Appeals is of equivalent authority of as that of the Court of Appeals, but on specific cases, on tax cases only. And also the Sandigan Bayan, in which such jurisdiction is even conferred by law, RA 8249. And you have to take note that even prior to the enactment of RA 8249, the creation of Sandigan Bayan actually started with a presidential decree sometime in 1978. And we will have a specific lesson again on that, because again, for today we are only doing the macro level approach of jurisdiction. Now, as to Court of Appeals, the Regional Trial Court, and MTC, and MTC here includes Metropolitan Trial Court, Municipal Trial Court, Municipal Circuit Courts, and their jurisdiction is conferred by BP or Batas Pambansa 129 or 129. And this is the Judiciary Reorganization Act of 1980. And also, you have to take note of these laws conferring jurisdiction. The barangay, as to the barangay level, especially that you cannot file a case if there's no certificate to file action issued by the barangay captain, or because since the case has been heard before the Lupon, and that is Republic Act 7160 rather, the Local Government Code of 1991. And also you have to take note, especially for those who are employed, the labor arbiters and NLRC's jurisdiction, which is conferred by Presidential Decree number 442, or the Labor Code of the Philippines. And the ADR, or the RA 9285, or Alternative Dispute Resolution, especially in those who are in the construction industry. And for those other quasi-judicial bodies like the Ombudsman and Department of Agrarian Reform and HLURB, there are specific laws on their jurisdiction. And before we will continue, we will just have to have a 1-minute break so that your attention will still be intact, and see you in a little while.